Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. In today's message, what we're going to be going over is God is saying, because you suffered the most, you're about to be blessed the most. Because you suffered the most, you're about to be blessed the most. There were a lot of people in your life that God says did not have a reason for the cruelty, for the misjudgment, the unfair treatment that they dished out to you. And a lot of these people dish this out, as you already know, because of the path that you chose to be on. I tell y'all, with great blessings come great sacrifice. The sacrifices that we made in knowing that they were made for the greater good. These sacrifices came with great pain, great isolation, and disappointments from others of whom we held to a high standard. There was a lot of pain and dark clouds that followed y'all throughout different phases of your life. These dark clouds never went nowhere. They got worse. These storms got worse in these different cycles. And you were able to weather the storm because of the favor that you had over your life. How God was protecting you, shielding you, and guiding you. These Judases that was in your life, they came and they were on a mission. And they came trying to break you and destroy you. And they were riding your back something heavy because they had you in your mind a lot as to why you kept encountering the same people and being placed in the same situations. And I think you came to a point in your life where things really started to get good and things started to really turn up for you. And these Judases couldn't stand it. These were the very same people that'll claim they hate you, but then want to do the very same things that they see you do. They'll want to step and live your life now that they see how God is blessing you. But see, the only reason why these people are doing it, because these people always thought that you was going to be the bottom of the barrel, that you was going to always be the crabs at the bottom of the barrel, right? That you would always be tainted, that you would always be, they kept trying to put you in this place of being what they wanted you to be. And what they wanted you to be was nothing of whom God intended you to be. But the thing is, when people put their mouth on you and then they see how you surpass them, now they're operating from a space of saying, well, I can't let them be better than me. And I can't be out here talking about them how I used to talk about them now that they're doing better than me. So a lot of these people were acting out of ego, acting out of a dark and low vibrational space within themselves. It had nothing to do with you, but you felt that way. And see, God is saying you had to go through some of the very same things he had to go through. It wasn't that he was trying to punish you. There were people who disowned Jesus, betrayed him, went against him, didn't believe in him, didn't support him. You killed these people with kindness and left them to battle their own demons, and now they can't handle it, and they sinking. But God says that's nothing that you have to worry about, because at the end of the day, they went so hard to try to come up against a person and try to destroy a person who sought out to bring good and do good into this world. That's why the evil was trying to go up against you so bad, because you were standing for something good. You were standing for something positive. You were making and taking positive strides in your life to be a better person. And see, these very same people saw that you had a great fall and saw your grand rising, But they didn't see beneath the surface all the battles and the hell that you had to face. You had to fight. Being you is not no easy task. It's not for the weak-willed. It's not for the weak-minded. God had to get you to see yourself. All these people that were saying you was this and you were that and you were weak. A weak person is what he's saying would have not been able to survive and overcome what you overcame. Your life purpose, your life path, just being you is not for the weak-willed and it's not for the weak-minded. Because there's a lot of things that people can't get to you with. You don't care for popularity. You don't care for a whole lot of monetary and materialistic things. The devil can't get to you in that aspect. So if people do isolate from you or don't want to be around you for these reasons, you find great peace in isolation. You realize there was power in that isolation. You gained and regained your power and restructure yourself in those isolation periods. These people didn't see the battles you had to face. You had to fight. God said you had to fight. You had to fight. You had battles with your family members. You had battles with your ex-lovers. You had battles with your friends. You had battles with yourself. Can I do this? Am I good enough for this? Do I look the part? Can I do this with my life? What am I going to do now? Why did I go through this? Why do people view me this way? You had to fight. And that's what people didn't see. And in the midst of you having those battles with yourself, you was battling everyone else. No one was there to support you. No one was there to give you a helping hand. And God said, because you didn't give these people a reason, it's about to be your season. Because you didn't give people a reason, it's about to be your season. And see, right when this came to me, that whole thing right there, that you didn't give people a reason, it's about to be your season. I stumbled across this song from the Clark sisters. And I was, you made my day. You came my way. You heard me every time I pray. You gave me peace. You gave me grace. You put a smile upon my face. Let me tell you something. God heard you every time you got down on your knees and you prayed to him. And you said, God, I just want to be in a place of peace. I just want to be in a place where I can redeem myself, where I can have stability, where I can have real love around me. You brought the sunshine into my life. You are the lifeline. You saved my life. He brought that sunshine into your life. God was your lifeline. He was carrying you through these storms. That's how you was able to weather the storms. Come what may. People couldn't knock you down. They couldn't keep you down. They couldn't keep you depressed. They couldn't keep you broke. They couldn't keep you at a standstill. You were a victim because you were naive to how evil these people were. You were naive to their tactics. It didn't have nothing to do with being able to say that the type of person you are is the reason why people treat you the way that they treat you. No one had a reason to treat you the way that they treated you. No one had a reason to treat you the way that they treated you. They treated you that way because they thought that they would get away with it. They treated you that way because they thought it would be easy to treat you. They treated you that way just because. But God changed your life. He made your day. He made a way. He brought you peace. He brought you grace. He brought sunshine into your life. And he said, because you didn't give people no reason, it's about to be your season. Because you chose to kill people with kindness and leave them to battle their own internal demons. Everything that you ever gave to these people, the love that you never got back, the love that you gave and in return they humiliated you, discarded you. I'm about to bring everything back tenfold into your life. You can't make no wrong moves in this season. It ain't no setbacks in this season. It ain't no closed doors and missed opportunities in this season. It ain't no fake and phonies in this season. Because God has already exposed who needed to be exposed. See, this the thing about people running their mouth. I tell you all the time, a lot of people who it needed to happen because a lot of people told on themselves. Watch how a person treats you when they feel like they don't need you. Watch how a person treats you when they feel like they're better than you. Watch how a person treats you when you going through things, trials and tribulations in your life. Watch how people treat you when you messing up or you ain't always on the up and up. Watch how they talk about you. Let me tell you something. People told on themselves. And now it's too late to take back them words and undo those actions that they took against you. Family, friends. You get me? Let me tell you something. Friends turn foes. Family members turn to enemies. Ex-lovers turn to your betrayers and two-timing people. But God, He made your day. He made a way. People thought they was going to keep you depressed. He put a smile right on your face. Let me tell you something. They ain't stopped nothing. He gave you peace. Thought they was going to block your blessings. He gave you grace. That enemy was attacking you, trying to knock you out, trying to keep you down. But He put a smile right on your face. God did that for you. God did that for you. God stepped in for you. God fought on your behalf. But you had to go through it. You had to suffer through it. You had to go without in order to go within. You had to go without in order to go within. The power of isolation. A lot of them answers that you were seeking, you found within yourself in those isolation periods. I tell you, man, people weren't wired right. All these people who went up against you, ever see that how people wired the same because they want to do the same trends. They want to be with the same type of people. They want to have the same type of things in their life. No one wanted to be different. Everybody wanted to be like everybody else. And these people were wired different. Meaning not in a good way. You could be in the same boat as people, come from the same projects as people. These were the type of people that will take any little thing of which they felt like they had the upper hand or that was better than you, and they'll take that and twist that and throw it in your face and keep throwing it in your face. Oh, that's the type. Oh, I got this phone. Oh, you got that. Oh, I got this. Oh, well, you got that. Well, yeah, I got this. These were the very same people that was talking about you like a dog behind your back, like you was a nobody. But let me tell you something. God's saying to put all that effort and that energy into trying to find something that they could say that they got that's over you or better than you. Clearly, these people know that you not know nobody. You evidently is a somebody for them to invest time, effort, and energy in talking about you, trying to go up against you, trying to make you look bad, trying to have something of which they could say that they did better than you or looked better than you or had something that was better than you. They weren't wired right. That's why they thought it was funny. That's why they talked about it and laughed at you. But God, He made your day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He made a way. He brought the sunshine into your life. God was your lifeline. He brought that sunshine. Gave you a chance to lift your head up. Gave you a chance to get up and get your money up. He made a way where there was a no way. Confirmation right there. He made a way where there was a no way. These people thought that they had something over you, thought that they had leverage over you, thought that they had ammunition over you. But let me tell you something, man. They were wired different, guys. Say, look at how they wired. They ain't wired right. You were the one who was always the voice of reason. They didn't want to give you your credit. They didn't want to see. They didn't want to see, baby, because all this was going on behind your back. I don't know why I don't know exactly what was said. All I know is all them gossipers got sat down. Because at the end of the day, you got to understand something, how that shattered and hurt a person's ego. When they sat up here and talked like you was a bottom feeder, like you was just at the bottom of the barrel, like you was just done with it, like you just wasn't it. God say, no, they are it. Yeah, they are. You the one who need to find yourself, because you aren't. And at the end of the day, like I say, you know, these were people who were talking about you. These were the people who just didn't feel like you was ever going to make it, man. I don't know to what extent these people and what they were saying, but it was gossiping. And they did it out of envy and they did it out of hate. A lot of people knew who you were and knew what you stood to bring and offer to this world. And they still yet chose to talk about you. In some sick way, it made them feel good about themselves because they're not wired right. And they did it around other people. That some of these people, like I said, the message that I had shared, you know, you got some family members that heard what some of these evil and treacherous family members were saying when you weren't around. These people, you got to understand, you can't hate on these people. Some people just ain't got it to stick up. You got to understand, like I say, some people, when they want to be accepted and they realize that the spotlight not on them, they ain't no witch hunt being had against them. Ain't nobody trying to go against them and talk about them. But it was something about you that every time your name had to be brought up, your situations had to be brought up. God told you to back up from some of these people because you had a lot of people playing both sides. And they knew that you didn't mess with a whole lot of people. But they say, well, if she's still talking to me or whatever, because she don't know how I really am, let me, or if he don't know what I was saying behind his back, so I'm still in his life. So let me try to see what I could take in order to go back so we can have something to talk about. They weren't right. But like God say, you got to sit back. Any person who put all that time, effort, and energy into doing that foolishness, they clearly doing it because they know that you was somebody, man. And they know that they can't compete where they don't compare. And then a lot of these people, their ego is shot. Because all this that was said behind the scenes, all this that was being laughed at behind the scenes, God made a way for you. You the one that's going to be the first generation. God made a way for you. You the one that broke the generational curses. You ain't got to fake that. They know that. They know that. That's why the hate is at an all-time high. And that's why God had to get you away. Far, far away. Do you hear me? He shoots you away. Poof. Yeah. He had to get you away, man. Because I tell you all the time, even though, like I say, you got to start telling people to be me. Listen, to be me, you got to be strong. To be me, you got to be adaptable. To be me, you got to be spiritual. Ain't no way. It ain't no way. Because see, you realize like where this world is going, everything you look at it through a spiritual lens. Because you saying, okay, when I line people's actions up, I don't know where they get this from. People focused on stupidity, ignorance. They live it in complete oblivion. They wish not to know the truth because they do not seek the truth. They do not seek the truth because they wish not to know the truth. But you different. Always have been. You've always been special, man. And it's not to say you out here acting cocky because God tell you to be humble. But these people, man, it's like God say, no, you ain't about to keep sitting up here and running your mouth about somebody who you don't even know. About somebody who out here crossing milestones in their life. And what is you doing sitting here and just talking about it? You talking about it, you ain't really trying to be about it. They really about it. They really about that life. While you sitting over there trying to talk about their life. Hating on their life. So they sat up here and tried to call you a bottom feeder. Sat up here and tried to say that you belong at the bottom of the barrel. But when you do the comparisons, how the actions line up. You supposed to be a bottom feeder. You supposed to be at the bottom. You supposed to be at the bottom of the totem pole. You supposed to be all the way behind here. But God shot you up here. You doing all these amazing things in your life. And they still here. The same ones who said what you was never going to be. What you was never going to accomplish. They hate. It's hate. It ain't like you made these people talk about you. They chose to talk about you. They chose to go up against you. And then when God sat up here and changed the whole narrative, and they ain't got nothing to talk about and laugh at no more, they hate you because of that. They hate you because of that. Because you chose to be, because you wanted to do better things with your life. But God said, because you killed these people with kindness, because you rose above the stupidity, you rose above the darkness, you rose, you rose, you ain't stupid, you rose, you kept fighting, you kept hoping, you kept believing, and you surrendered. And God saw all of that, and he said, because you didn't give these people a reason, it's about to be your season. Because you didn't give people a reason, it's about to be your season. Because you didn't give people a reason, I'm about to bless you tenfold. Because you didn't give people a reason, You're being blessed the most because you suffered the most. Period, point blank. You suffered through these alienations, through these rejections, through these defeats, through these betrayals, through these setbacks, through the humiliation. Humiliated you. Went out their way to try to humiliate you. Like you had to be the laughing stock. Like just trying to just for no reason. I tell you, because they wired different. You'll never be able to understand it. I don't care what anyone does, right? These people went out their way, man. Don't nobody just do that for no any old body. They do that for somebody of whom they know about to be somebody, and they trying to destroy that person. They trying to get this person down so they don't get there. You got to look at that. Ain't nobody just about to put all that effort in and energy and time. And I know I don't do it. What? And even if just not, including me, just think about it. Who would sit up there and put all that time, effort, and energy into going out their way to set up certain things and orchestrate certain things that happen so a person could get laughed at? So people could look at this person and hate this person. Rallying up the troops to talk about you, rallying up the troops. But all they did in rallying up these troops and doing all this stuff, now you got an audience. And now the very same people that was trying to go after you, now they want to be like you. Now they want to sit back and take notes so they could see how they could step into your footsteps. Now they trying to take notes so they can see how they can live your life. How certain things that happen for you can start coming their way and manifesting in their life. But they don't understand. A lot of these things you ain't even ask for. You ain't even asked for. God said, I know you ain't asked for that. I know you ain't asked for no 5-bedroom, 5-bath, big pool, big kitchen, Range Rover, G-Wagon, all this type of stuff. I know you ain't. I know you're not materialistic. But I'm about to give it to you anyway. Because you deserve heaven here on this earth for all that you are doing, the work that you're doing, the things that you're accomplishing. Because you fought the good fight. I'm talking about the good fight, man. I'm talking about when people really put you to the test and was out here running it motor miles. I'm telling you, as soon as they get it from you, they bringing it to another person. Everybody laughing at it. I bet you they gonna be shocked when they come across his video. Like, how they know that? Oh, confirmation. They gonna be shocked. How they know that? You went and told her that we was talking about it. Did you go and tell them? I'm telling you, these people about to be in their head. They about to be in their head. And if they didn't believe before, now they do. I'm telling you, man, you fought the good fight. People are trying to go up against you heavy. People are trying to destroy you. God say if you were weak and you were weak-willed, never mind trying to think about it like what Joe said in that movie, Lean on Me. The boy was out here trying to fit in, doing all these drugs. He said, you smoke crack, don't you? Boy, don't you smoke that crack? He said, jump. Don't try to delay it. Jump. You trying to kill yourself anyway. You know, I say that to say that if you were weak, you would have went through with it. If you were everything that these people said you were, your life would have never turned out the way that it did. If you were weak, you would have never been alive. You would have never made it. If you were weak-willed, everybody has been, this is the thing. This is what God's saying, man. People think too highly of themselves to the point where it's nothing wrong with believing in yourself and loving yourself. But when you're doing it at the hands of someone else's, feelings and trying to make somebody else feel like they are nothing and they're this, and you trying to laugh at people, that's where it becomes a problem. Don't ever sit up here. You had a lot of people that was out here so judgmental, like, I would never do that. Ain't nobody ever do me like that. Really? Oh, really? Let me tell you something. Everybody done been a fool. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. No exception to the rule. Listen, baby. Everybody done played the fool. Everybody done been naive for somebody at one point in time. Everybody got that one that they hung up on. But eventually, a weak person, they would have succumbed and gave themselves and lost themselves in that. You snapped the hell back and got it back, got your life back right. So all this, what people was running, and all this, what people was saying, God had a plan for how everything was going to plan out and pan out. And that was because he wanted to shut these people up. Like I said, behind the scenes, they were talking and they were doing and they was laughing and they was going against it. And the whole time, God saw you kept rising above it. You weren't trying to get your names out these people's mouths. You weren't trying to go back and state your case. You just said, I'm going to let it go and I'm going to let them be. I just want what God has for me. And God brought you to greener pastures. The grass always been green on your side. God just had to get you where he needed you to be so you would be strong enough to step into what he had for you. You will be strong enough and so that when you do have these blessings, you'll be able to sustain yourself and maintain. You won't fall for the same snares and traps that the devil and the enemy once had you falling for before in the past. But everyone at some point had to fall for something. Somebody had to go through some type of test so they could have a what? Testimony. So God didn't understand why half of these people were even felt like they were warranted to even say something about your situations. He trying to figure it out too. He baffled too. What? I remember when you did it. What? But they did it because they wired different. But you found peace and power in those isolation periods. You rose above everything that people tried to send your way. And they said all this and had so much to say, but at the end of the day, you rose above it all and you overcame it all. A weak person, a weak-minded person don't make it through what you made it through. So you need to start telling people, being me, baby, it ain't for the faint of heart. It ain't for the weak-minded and the weak-willed. It's for the strong. It's for the ready. It's for the spiritually equipped people. Everything that you do, you pray for, you do it. You ask God to order your steps. You put him before everything that you do. And you just know no matter what happened, that he always going to place you in a season and in a period, in a situation to succeed. Because he telling you, man, because you ain't give people no reason, it's about to be your season. Everything about to be given back to you tenfold. You being blessed the most because you suffered the most. People tried to curse you the most. They alienated you the most, discarded you, rejected you, hurt you, betrayed you, lied on you the most. So get ready, baby. You get ready. I keep telling y'all, get ready. People, get ready. There's a train a-coming, picking up passengers coast to coast. All you need is faith. You realize that's all you needed. All you needed was faith. All you needed was faith to get on that train. To believe that it was coming for you. To believe that God was going to take you to greater places and greater heights in your life. All you needed was faith, baby. You ain't never needed these people. And you made it through. So never mind what happened to you because you made it through. God say, because you suffered the most, you being blessed the most. So keep your head up and never let nobody see you sweat. And understand that we ride together, we slide together. JC Game for life. Until next time, y'all stay prayed up and be blessed.